Okay, I think so. I should be audible now. Am I audible to everyone who are attending this session? Okay, great. So, what was the last topic which I had covered for you guys? What was the previous topic which I had covered for you guys? What did I cover, by the way? Okay, what topic had I stopped myself? Was it interface? Was it inheritance? Was it abstraction? What was the concept? Okay, great. Okay, okay, let me check my screen. Okay, I have done abstract class. Okay. I have completed abstract class. A simple example. Okay. Okay, then we'll continue with the interface. Okay, so we shall go with interface. Okay. It's a very easy topic. It's a very easy peasy topic. Easy. No need to worry at all. So interface, it is similar to a class. Okay. Interface is a similar element like a class. Okay. You can execute an interface. So it is similar to a class block. You can compile an interface and you can execute an interface. Okay, it is similar to a class block. So what members can I have inside an interface? Okay, for example, if I have if I have a static method, okay, um, I will say ABC. I'll say ABC. So is it allowing me to have a body for this method? Is it allowing me to have a body for this method? The interface is allowing me, right? That is just a minute. So I'm able to have a body for the method. So if we can have a body for the method, such method are called as such method is called as a concrete method, right? So basically, if it is a static method, it is static as well as it is a concrete method. It is a concrete method. Sorry, I have to call the method, right? So if you call the particular method, you will get your output. But whenever you declare a non-static method, whenever you are declaring a non-static method, by default, by default, that method is a abstract method. By default, what type of method it is? It is a abstract non-static method. Even if you are not prefixing the keyword abstract, even if you are not prefixing the keyword abstract, the method will be a abstract if it is a non-static method. Understood the point? Uh, Pooja, do you want me to repeat this keyword topic or this call statement topic? What do you want me to repeat? This keyword or this call statement? This keyword topic. Okay, fine. Yeah, we can do that. But did you guys understood whatever I explained now? Did you guys understood whatever I explained now? Why am I I'm such a intelligent. I'm speaking to myself from that time with the mic itself. That's it. Just a Okay, hello guys. I think so. I was speaking to myself from a very long time without being on mute. Yeah. Did you guys see the code? In just a minute. I'll do one thing. Okay. Is my screen visible now? And I should be also audible for you guys. Okay. Okay. Okay, fine. So shall I repeat this code, whatever I have written here? Shall I repeat this code, whatever I have written here, so that you guys can be aligned with me? Okay. So we were discussing interface. We were discussing interface. Basically, interface is same as a class, but what is the thing about interfaces? You can execute an interface as as we can have a main method inside an interface and we can execute it. But inside an interface, if you have a static method, it is a concrete method. If you have a non-static method, it will be a if you have a non-static method, it will be a by default abstract method. So this is about methods. Whenever if it is a variable inside an interface, they will be of final format. They will be of which format? They will be of final format. And inside a interface, you cannot have constructor. So if you want to create a instance for the interface, it has to be through the child class only. Okay, and you can have multiple inheritances for a interface. So next here, for an example, I have created an interface. So nothing else is there in this. So if I have a job, I have to work for the job or I have to leave the job. So these are your two members. Next, this is a separate class which is going by the name company. In the name, this is your details of the employee. Okay. So name of the employee, designation of the employee, and I am having a variable which is ID, which will be having the employee ID. So inside this constructor only I am calling the join method. So what happens whenever your object is created, a message will be displayed saying that whatever the employee is there, he has joined the company on the particular kind of designation. Okay, and I will have one abstract method which is resign. Okay, there will be one abstract method which is resign. Next, so here. Do you have any doubt in this class? Do you have any doubt in this class? Sorry, the meaning of leave here is taking a leave from the day, for a day, or how many number of days he is taking the leave, or he is working for it. So there are two features inside a job. Either I'm working for the day or I am taking a leave for the day. Inside the company, I have a employee detail with the following specification. I have a constructor for it. I have a method join. So whenever the feature of join is, so whenever I call the join, employee will be introduced to the company. And next I have something called as resign. So whenever you call a resignation method, so the employee gets resigned. Employee will apply resignation from the job. So shall we? Okay. See, what happens? What happens whenever it comes to your abstract method? Okay. Whenever it comes to abstract class, what is this? Okay. See, the point with interfaces, first and foremost thing is inside a abstract class. Okay. Inside abstract class, I can have a concrete method also, and I can also have a abstract method also. Okay. And whenever if it is a abstract class, I cannot achieve a multiple inheritance. What are the points? One is I can have non-abstract methods members also, abstract members also. And along with this, the main point is we cannot achieve multiple inheritance. Okay. So to achieve multiple inheritance and to achieve complete abstraction, what is the main point? To completely achieve your abstraction, to have complete 100% abstraction, we will go with interface. Okay. What are the features of an interface? Interface is same as a class. Inside interface, you don't have a constructor. So that what happens? You cannot create object for the interface. So if you want to create an object of interface, it will be through the overriding subclass. And having by default, even if you declare, even if you don't declare, okay, your methods are non-static. If sorry, your methods are abstract if it is non-static by default, and your members are of final type. So these features make interface to be or to help us to achieve a 100% abstraction. Okay, got the point? So much more in a stricter way, abstraction is being achieved in interface. That's all. Understood the point? That is why I'm giving you an example, right? That is why I have shown you an example. See here, with the help of this public method, with the help of this main method, are we able to execute this interface? See here, with the help of this, I mean, as I'm able to have a main method, are we able to execute a interface? Yes or no? So this is one feature of interface, that is, you can execute it. And these are of final type. These are of final type. And for example, see here, I will create a constructor for this. I will say I1, a constructor for this. So see here, interfaces cannot have constructors. These are features. I'm explaining features. For example, whenever you go to a store and ask about a mobile, he says the features, right? These are features of interfaces. In an interfaces, you cannot have constructors. Strictly, there cannot be constructors. And these members are of static, abstract and non-abstract. That is why whenever you can observe, job, whatever I have written job, is it a interface or is it a class? Is it an interface or is it a job? Everyone who are having doubt, please reply. Don't sit silent. Is it an interface or is it a class? Yes, it is an interface. So whenever you are doing job, okay, whenever you are doing job, whenever you are going to the company, you are working. Yes or no? At that day, you are fine, or at that day, it is a working day, you will be working in the company. Yes or no? If you are doing a job, if it is a working day, and if you are fine for that day, and if it is not a holiday day, you will be working. If you are not fine, if it is weekends, you will be on leave. Yes or no? This is how we do jobs, right? So either you will be working or you will be taking a leave. Yes or no? So these are the two features of a job which I have given in an interface. So next, to use them, to use them, to use these people, I have another abstract class. See here, this is the abstract class. I have declared variables. So these are variables which are describing the features of attributes of a employee. So inside a company, employees will be there. You guys agree with this? Employees are the people who will be present inside the company. Yes or no? Employees are the people, right, who make a company. So it can be a very small size company to a very huge industry. So that is why these three are the attributes which are representing an employee. Okay. See, as this is a abstract class, it is a abstract class. That is why I am able to have a constructor here. So here I am making down whatever the attributes are there local to the object with the help of these keywords. And along with that, whenever your object is being created, when your object is created, so after your new keyword, constructor will be called or no? After your constructor, after your new keyword, constructor will be called. So that is why at that point itself, I am calling the join method. And I am having one more method which is resign, where a employee can resign from his job. So this is the difference. So this is basically a class and this is basically an interface. So to implement for both of them, to implement for both of them, I'll create a class called as employee. Okay. So employee, is it a class or a interface? It is basically a class. Okay. So whenever you are basically whenever you're having both, see here, I am having a class as a parent also interface as a parent. So whenever if you want to have both of them parents for the class, you have to extend for the company. Okay, and then you have to do implements for job. Got it? Always you have to extend the class first and then implement the interface. Okay, so here what I will do, here I will do work. So in this work, what I will do, is working. Next, I have leave. So here I would say he is on leave. Next, resign. So string name. So I'm creating a employee constructor with the help of super call statement. So see here inside job I had two abstract methods, and inside company I had one abstract method. I have overridden all the three abstract methods in your child class. So next what I can do, I can have a main method employee employee is equals to new employee name, I will say Rama manager, ID is 101. Okay, so here I will say employee dot work, employee dot leave, employee dot work. He'll again come to work, and finally, after getting frustrated, he will resign. So See here, whenever the object was created, your join method was directly called. So you have designed or overridden all the methods from both your abstract classes and as well as interface. Got it? Understood this design? Understood this design? So the same, see the company design and the job design, you can again have it for another kind of class. Again, this design can be used for another class. Understood? So shall I show a demo example for another example for multiple inheritance in interface? Just a structural example for multiple inheritance in interface. Anyone has any kind of doubt in this design? Is job, company, and employee design? Okay. So see here, I'll take a very empty design. Okay, this will be empty design. So here I will say class. So not a class. Okay, let me create class. I'll say this as interface. I2 in this interface. I'll create another interface I3, and I'll create another class C1. So see, there are how many interfaces which I just created now? I2 is an interface, I3 is an interface, but C1 is a class. So if you want to achieve multiple inheritance, okay, I'll show you one example. I'll say I3. I3 is also I4. See here, for an interface extends, I can say I2, I2, comma I3. You can directly inherit how many number of interfaces you want for an interface. See, I4 is also an interface. These both I2 and I3 are also an interface. So by having a comma, you can make any number of interfaces as your super interfaces. But whenever it comes to a class, okay, but whenever it comes to a class, I will say C2. So first what you have to do, first you have to extend the C1. And then what you have to do, implement I2, I3, I4. Got this point? Whenever for a class, if you are extending first extension, why? Because for a we cannot have multiple classes as a parent. So that is why class to class inheritance will be done first, and then your all the implementation you can do. Got the point? Got the point? So I think so the class is completely